Oh, hey guys, sorry about that. I had my mic on mute at the start. Anyway, so, Sue, carrying on. Forgot what I was talking about in my last segment there. Oh well. Oh yeah, I was talking about Medina, wasn't I? Yeah, Medina. A lot of provinces in the Middle East always have a good start in Crusader Kings 2, but then they end up kind of dying down a lot. It's a big thing that happens. It's a common thing as well. They always die down. But we're gonna have to see what happens later on. I mean, I think it's the Shahids. I think always. Well, they formed twice already. The two times I've done my time lapses or my mega campaigns, which is crazy. So we've got something going on down here. Doristum is being taken over by Mesembia. Mesembia. Ah, Mesembia here. Right, so she's going to war with him, is she? Ah, yes. 3 is big, I believe, yeah. Right, okay. Go for it. If she thinks she can fucking take him on, then yeah, by all means, go for it. And as you can see right now, it's all very hectic right now. It's a big bunch of battles going on. There's loads of units going around. The frame rate is fucking piss poor right now. But when it gets to at the end of Europa 4 or Victoria 2, it's when it starts to die down, becomes more interesting. I mean, it's very interesting now, but it becomes more interesting in the later games. So, our countries that we had here have now been disbanded, pretty much. We now have a lot of independent countries again. Sabir's still here, Bilyar's still here, but I forgot what was here. I forgot who it was. Oh well. Turkestan, always a fucking country that forms. Always. Just clicking on random countries to see what wars are going on right now. Yeah, no, definitely nothing happening in Europe as of yet. Is there anything going on in... Yes, there is. No, that's just a normal raid. No. Nothing going on in the British Isles. Bit of a shame that. There is stuff going on in Sweden and Norway, though. In Jarbaland is 3 as big. Agder, a country that's common that forms. 3 as big. Hordaland is 1 province still. I'm really interested to see what kind of odd countries will form as well, because you can get the Templar. I don't think it's a Templar. I think it's the Teutonic Knights. I think they can form as well, which is very interesting. If they form, I'd be very happy to see if they form, because that's quite interesting. Alright, so we seem to have bigger countries now forming in the Greek area of the world, and also southeast Europe. We've got Venice here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 provinces big, with 3 provinces in a revolt right now. I think they should be able to suppress that revolt. Hopefully, anyway, they should be able to. We've still got single counties in Italy still. Anything going on in Africa, actually? We haven't really looked down in Africa. No, nothing going on down in Africa. Nothing going on in Spain. That's quite interesting. I think it's all dependent on WoW as to what kind of effects people have. Like, they could be greedy, or they could be, you know, proud or whatnot. So, for Rashka here, if we go up to the Lord of the Duke of Rashka, he's patient, he's envious, he's slothful, he's gregarious, yeah, and arbitrary. He's also an elusive shadow. Let's have a look at Aktobe here. He's humble. He's been maimed. Shit. It'll take a true miracle to heal such an injury. Stubborn. He's also deceitful. Interesting. Ah, what's going on down here? Dorastan is still being invaded still. Wallachia. Wallachia is a country that formed in the first mega campaign I did, and they were quite interesting to say the least. They caused a lot of problems, especially when it came to having trying to get rights for the lands that they owned. They always kept on giving crisis outs. Sorry, that didn't make any sense. What they kept on doing was they kept on trying to they kept on putting crisis messages out, or crisis events out. That's really hard to say. Crisis events out. There you go. And they kept on bitching about like getting their land back and everything, and no one backed them whatsoever. They only got backed like twice, and it formed 2 world wars way before World War One as well. So it was pretty interesting to say the least. So we did have a country here, but it just split up just now. Ataru is 4 provinces big. Dishk Kipchak. This country formed in my second time doing my mega campaign. Quite interesting to say the least. Shaka still there. Medina still 2 provinces big. Let's check this guy out actually. He's stubborn, he's charitable, he's shy, he's temperate, and he's depressed. That's a shame. Right. Hello. So Venice did have a hold on these countries, but they ended up going socializer chased. I don't think you get the peasant leader anymore. I don't think you do. I don't believe you do anyway. Oh shit, hello. Oh wow. So that's Crane forming. Crane formed quite a bit in my first mega campaign I did. Still nothing from fucking Wiltshire yet, where I'm from. I'm thinking of doing a campaign one day where I actually play as Wiltshire and take over England and just call it Wiltshire. Like, not call it Great Britain, just call it fucking Wiltshire. Here we go. Now shit's happening in Ireland. We have the Tir Ochain. Okay, sorry about that. My friend just came in. Anyway, let's carry on again. Now, I do have a timer going, so I don't know how long I have left. Oh, Zetsu, so another name for a country. This is 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces big. Right, okay, cool. Shaka is being... there's the revolt going on then. Okay. Yeah, Shaka now just went 1 province down. Venice is becoming big. 5 provinces big, including the little island they have. Oleshi, that was the country I think formed, I believe. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, nothing happening yet in Europe, I don't believe. Very interesting. Are you being raided? No, you're actually being attacked by... Yes, you are. You're being attacked by him. Lovely. So, we now got another country in Ireland called Desh Muhain. Sounds very Muslim-like, actually. 2 provinces big. Scotland always tends to be a country that always ends up... Excuse me. Oh god. I'm still very ill. Scotland's always a country that always ends up going to war quite quickly, but in this one they seem to be quite quiet in this campaign. We're finally starting to see things go ahead in Europe now. Well, we've got wars going on. We'll have to come back to those and see what happens. I think it takes them a while to finally gain their units that they need to go to war, because if you don't have enough units to siege a castle or a city to take over the province, you won't be able to take it. So I think they're doing something very intelligent right now. They're waiting. They're playing the patience game, and that's very, very interesting to see. Because as you can see, there's more units around in Europe, and that's due to the fact they've either got more gold or more money to hire mercenaries, or it's because they've just managed to get a lot of units ready. Right. Provence is still one province big. Province. God, it's so weird having an actual country named province or county named province. Benevento is 2 provinces big. The Papacy is still 1 province big. Oviedo. Okay. So Pope Nicola wants to take over this county then. And I think he's actually just won now, I believe. Interesting, right. So where's Venice going off to war now? Culture for Croatia, eh? They're going for Croatia now. Interesting. Yeah, see, there you go. Now countries are starting to form. They're starting to get more stable now in the Eastern Europe, or Far East, shall I say. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7 provinces. Billiards now 3 provinces big. Oh no, 4. Yeah. I believe we could have some powerhouses in this fucking area, that's for sure. Medina, still 2 provinces big. There are some wars going on in the Middle East. We'll come back for those later. What did we have go on in Europe then? Right. Leningen is 2 provinces big now. We have some raids going on from Vikings. Nothing too interesting on that part. Here we go. So now Mumu is 3 provinces big. Lovely. Oh, hello. What happened here? Cheaton and Cadbala. Where did you come from? You're definitely not Tit O'Kane. Tit O'Kane. We just looked at that, didn't we? Tit O'Kane. Tit. Oh shit. So they've actually just managed to. Oh fuck. Well, that's interesting. Fuck. Well, what's he actually trying to fight though? Defending against. He's defending. So he's defending against people in Scotland for his right to rule in Tabhain, or whatever the place is called. Catabay. Okay, something like that. All right. Right. Thuringia is now 2 provinces big. So now small countries are starting to form now in Europe, which is very interesting. Croatia's formed. That's cool. Ukraine is still there. Croatia is now in 2 different areas. So we've got East Croatia and West Croatia, pretty much. Now, in my second mega campaign, Croatia took over this part of Italy here and had a big bunch of territory up here. I think they got completely destroyed. Crimea is now formed. That's quite interesting. They've got a lot of provinces. Crimea is always a common country to form as well. Nothing too big going on in Spain. Look, that's interesting. They've been very quiet this session. Jorvik. Hello, what the fuck? That used to be York. The fuck happened? That's actually something common that happens, actually. That's always the thing that happens. It always gets taken over by... Like, you'll get fucking people from Sweden and Norway come over and just completely wipe out the people in England. It's really funny. Like, I don't understand that at times. Now, do we have any invasions yet from... No, we don't. Oh god, that lag though. That's kind of the thing, what happens. If you go onto Speed 4, it's a lot more easier to handle, but Speed 5 is very, very laggy. Like that's why I'm pausing a lot, just so I can get over to places. But thank fuck for this new PC though. I would not be able to do this on my old PC, that's for sure. Now, it's not that I can't handle Crusader Kings 2 on this PC, it's just due to the fact that everything's going so fast and it's processing a lot of stuff. What's fucked up now? Oh shit, you don't even know, Branson. You don't even know, right. I'll be right back, so I can give you a sec. Actually, no, wait. I'll message him later. Rashka, who are you being invaded by? You're being invaded by a lot of people, fuck me. Wow. Nicopolis, this formed in my first playthrough. So did Kavuna. Kavuna was very, very big in my second mega campaign. Shigovist has never formed though, that's quite interesting. Now, what was interesting in Victoria 2 was Chortitsa came as an independent province in the end, which is really, really cool. Because what's interesting is that, like, some people have claims on different... So, say, for instance, there was a county, and a country took over that county. The county still has core claims on that county that they used to own. And Europa, that carries on to Europa, and also it carries on to Victoria 2 as well, which is very interesting. So, we can see later on in games, a lot of provinces come back, which is a very, very interesting thing to see. It happened in my first mega campaign, and it was amazing to see like these single provinces come back and then take over these countries. Anyway, let's go back into Ledger. Let's go into realm size with... the ledger here. Okay, so Venice is on 23. Otavridane is 17. Croatia is 12. The Papacy is 12. Constantinople is 12 as well. Interesting. Who has the highest score? Jourdain does. Okay. Who has the lowest score? Let's have a look. Makuria. Oh no. Who has the least realm size? Let's have a look. Well, a lot of countries do. Who has the most gold? Let's have a look. Okay, we have Gaia with 1,000 gold. And we have Gilland with... which is over here, look. With minus 100. And quickly look at their armies, just in case. We'll keep this going as well. Nikie has a big army, but Jourdain has a bigger army. Interesting. Wars. Let's have a look at the wars and see the war score. Holy War.